So I am not by the beach for this video, but I am showing you a bit of equipment that you could use when you are by the beach. So it's basically a toe float that you would use for swimming. I mention them a lot, but I often get questioned about how do you actually use them. So once you know, and you're like, how is it confusing? But I actually, okay, so one thing I see a lot of people do is, so this is a toe float with a bag. Okay, so you can blow this up by the valves. So there's two valves, one on the bottom and one on the top, okay? So people can blow that up, get the belt on, tie it onto them, and I'll often see people that just don't close this bag at all. So the bag function becomes defunct because you've not sealed that, okay? So the first thing with any waterproof bag, whether you're bringing it in the water or whether you have it on shore, you need to fold it down at least 3 times. So 2 and 3. Now this one you can actually fold it a 4th time, so definitely the more rolls the better. So you fold them down and you snap it closed like that, okay? So that is how you close the bag of a toe float. This toe float is a little bit different, so there's a window in it. So this one is really handy. It basically has this window inside. You can put your phone in there. So your phone in your toe float is handy for 2 reasons. If I was to put my phone in there, through this perspex, well, it's not perspex, through this plastic window, press the buttons, you can access your phone. So if you need to call for help, you need to drop a pin, whatever you need to do, you can do it without getting your phone out of the toe float and getting it wet. Another thing that's really good about it, so you can have the phone in there, so you still have access to your phone. It's dark, so you're swimming at sunset, or you're swimming at sunrise or before sunrise. The torch on your phone and the phone in here, so you'll have the torch facing down into the bag, which will then illuminate the whole bag. And it's basically like a lantern coming behind you. So I'm going to just roll it back down and show you another couple of things. The 2 valves, you might wonder why is there 2 valves. Okay, so this will, for this one, if I am carrying it, a phone in it, and that's all I'm really carrying in it, I will blow up from the underside, which means that all the air is underneath. So that's the side that stays on top. You might carry, like this is a big bag, it's 28 litres, so you could actually carry quite a bit of kit in this. So that's the reason for the 2 valves. So you can just basically weight it so that the side you want to stay up stays up all the time. And then on the actual valves themselves, so you literally just blow in here to deflate. So if you see, you can push that in, there's a spring action in it. So you can use the top of the like the valve cover, press that in, give it a squeeze, and that'll let the air out. Now I'm not going to go down the road of blowing it up while I'm here. So then to attach it onto yourself, there's these nice handles which are really handy if you're just hanging out, you know, you might be taking a drink or something in the water, you might be waiting for someone to catch up with you. You can really easily just slot your hand through there and it's no effort, as much as when it's blown up you can put your whole hand over it. Right, so what you do then to get the toe float attached, they might not all come like this, but this is a fairly standard way. So it's a double looped piece of cord. So you literally just loop it through like that. Then on your belt, do the same. So you just feed that belt loop through. And then that's your belt that goes around your waist. The length of the belt, so I will always put it on my waist, but do push it down towards your hips before you go anywhere, because I do find once you get in the cold water, as much as people can blow up a little bit and get a bit, you know, swelled from being in cold water, I do find that my waist can shrink a bit, which means that, especially if you're in it for a long time, this could slide down. So have it nice and tight, but not so tight that you're going to restrict your breathing. So that is a toe float and how to use it. So I hope that's helpful.